Let's have a look at how the Fragment Designer works on Splinters. So what I have here is a simple setup with some time bombs, and I have a take of these 3 bombs which are blowing up this wooden pier, like so. So on purpose, I didn't convert this into splinters yet. As you can see, they are just Voronoi. Actually, I will go back and go into my live simulation, and you will be able to see the fragments much better with, as you know, you can tick on randomize color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the edit fragments tool, which is new in Fracture 2.1. But to generate splinters or to adjust splinters with the edit fragment tool, you actually do not have to use the splinters here at the top. You generate your splinters completely into the edit fragments tool. So how does that work? So you select your correct break geonode, you go into the edit splinter tool, or sorry, the edit fragments tool, and then you double click on it here in the tool box. These tool settings will appear, and then you simply click the make splinter transform button. As you will see, this will create a transform, a locator under your break geonode, which you can manipulate. That is to say, you can rotate and scale to create the type of splinters that you want. So you can scale it. Moving doesn't do anything, so translating doesn't do anything, but scaling and rotating does. So you can clearly see what is going on here. So obviously that is very similar to what the normal splinter fragments do. But the cool thing is that now if I double click on that tool again, and let's say that I'm going into the radial fragments tool, and I will increase the radial variation a little bit. So as you saw, we have these activation volumes where the bombs are active. So the white sphere here is the fragments that will explode with the push modifier. So just like in reality, we probably want a little bit more detail at the center of the explosion, at the center of the bomb. So to do that, simply drag and you will get increased detail at exactly the location that you want. So the same thing we can do here, and we can, we can change this of course to uniform, and we can do something similar. There we go. So now you can see with the randomized color, or the color per fragment, you can see that you will have much more detail in these areas where the explosion is actually active. So I will just create a quick take of that. Let me select my take. Let me bake that to disk. And it's going pretty fast, but I'll just forward the video just so you don't have to wait for this take. So there you have it. There's the play blast of that simulation. So I hope you can put this tool to great use, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next tutorial.